And that thing in my mind is going to sleep, which is
But going to
to sleep and going to sleep.
Going to sleep, lowercase, going to sleep, uppercase.
Exactly, all at the same time. And by going to sleep, he gets to experience a dream version of Eden that helps him cope with the loss of Eden.
This was the first song on
That
Eden.
you latched to.
Yes, that I was like, okay, this is actually pretty cool.
Just run it back, give me 5 whole minutes. I am fixed out on the inside, burning.
I've got a ghost in the hallway grinning and
Like this.
just that.
That's a heavy head, wasn't it?
Open highway.
Give me the twilight two-way vision. Give me one last ride on a sunset skylake.
Call
Me when you get the chance. That's the phone call, by
Yes,
the way.
yes,
100%.
100%.
That's why it sounds like that, I think.
Yeah.
Just running forward, alive like wires as I
See the path on an empty ceiling.
There's wires again.
Yeah, because that's the norm.
The
Those are
norm?
the things that were connecting him to normalcy,
I get you.
to life, like wires,
I get
connected.
you. Lifelines.
Here it comes. I always think of like a 90s to 2000s movie.
Oh, yes.
This didn't do.
Oh, Chinny. When the rain gathers. And do you still believe
Here it is.
that nothing else matters? What an amazing callback.
Ugh.
It's still the autumn leaves.
But here it comes. This is the moment. God.
These ancient canopies that we used to lay beneath.
Gives me a tingle on my spine.
Right? But now the night belongs to you. This bow has broken through.
For all you EP lovers. No.
Just running back, give me 5 whole minutes. I am autumn leaves.
So good.
So I'm fiddling with my headphone because I'm dancing so much and I can feel it swishing around.
Yay. This one is different, you see this?
Ah, I'd never noticed that. Whites of your eyes.
God, remember when we started though? Oh,
I still remember.
it feels like the same thing for us.
Well, I remember I was doing an assessment because I was always doing a fucking assessment, and you came in and you were like, they're the same. And I hadn't listened to Eden and I hadn't listened to Sundowning. I was still only listening to Tomb. And you're like, you're like, let me show you. And you played this, but no, it was a YouTube video where this went into The Night Does Not Belong to God. And you were like, see, it's a circle. And I remember just being like, oh, very cool. Look.
Wait, last sentence.
Give me the night, the night, the night.
I'm already getting warm because the windows aren't open.
Are we recording now?
It's recording.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that this is a so serious episode.
This is it.
This is it.
This is it.
This is Euclid.
This time, just to be clear, unlike other ones, we're not having a wrap-up because this is the wrap-up.
Yeah.
This is the wrap-up.
We're
We're about to do the rankings for the last time.
And I think it works so well with Euclid because it is also a wrap-up.
That's exactly the point. It doubles.
Yes. Ah, the entendre.
The entendre.
Someone watching this is French and they're like, it grates me every time.
That is not how you say it. All right. I know that neither of us are going to go last or first. So I'll just do it.
Sure.
I'll go first.
Sure.
Because I know mine is probably way more complicated than yours.
Fair.
I believe, I'm going to give you the framing here. Mm-hmm. The only way to explain this story is to have heard all of it.
Yep. And if you haven't watched us explain all of it, you can.
Yeah. Go back and watch them. But you can actually start here if you'd like. If you start here and work your way around,
yeah, I guess
it'll all make sense.
If you're a fan, it really doesn't matter the order.
No. But I also think... Sorry.
I was going to say, it is a lot of fun watching people make their way through the series through comments. So if you do watch the whole series, please go leave just a little message on each video. It really does make us very excited.
Yes, shout out to everybody who does do that.
Yes.
Okay, so now don't interrupt me, all right? I'm watching all of you because I just need to explain one thing. I need to make sure that it makes sense.
Okay.
All right?
It's
Help
not going
me.
to.
It has to. Okay. The events of this album, of Take Me Back to Eden, are a relationship that fails.
Yep.
Pretty dramatically, and we've seen all of the happenings that go on. It's not important right now for the explanation I'm about to go into why it failed, but I think we know why it failed because of terrible potential drug use, because of missed connections, because of not understanding each other and just generally being toxic towards each other. Mm-hmm. At least perceived toxicity to whatever degree. What happens in my mind is as he reminisces about all of these things that happened, some of this is what's coming, like the things that he references in other albums, and some of it is what's happened through this whole album, the apparition, which is the ghost in the hallway grinning, etc., etc. There's just a thousand references in this song to reference everything that's happened, either coming or happened, coming or been, whichever one's easier. So he resolves himself to, at least sometime past, he's moved on from all of this, but he's found a way to move on by doing a very particular thing. And that thing, in my mind, is going to sleep, which is...
But going to
sleep and going to sleep.
Going to sleep, lowercase, going to sleep, uppercase.
Exactly, all at the same time. And by going to sleep, he gets to experience a dream version of Eden that helps him cope with the loss of Eden. And I think it all stems from this thing that happened in Alkaline, which to me is the very middle, because it is their middle song on the middle album. It is the very middle point in which he turned from accepting the fact that he wasn't going to be able to have this relationship. So he's resolving to only experience the dream version of her. So if you take my timeline as it should go, it's technically all of Take Me Back to Eden except for this song.
Yep, I get you, because this exists at the end of everything.
Yes. From Take Me Back to Eden, straight back to sundowning, which goes all the way through to the beginning of Alkaline. Then you get to the beginning of Tomb, and you could pretty much go through that whole album and then play this song, because this is just him reminiscing about the past.
Right, so you're saying they have the relationship.
Yes.
Relationship fails.
Yes.
He then unhealthily attaches to this dream version of her through lowercase sleep that he's able to access through uppercase sleep.
Yes.
Who gets something out of it, but we'll never understand because it's existed forever.
Yes. A deity will never get.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is sundowning.
Yes.
And that because he has not dealt with this, but rather is doing this weird dream shit,
he's making offerings to sleep, which in a sense are actually his giving him a thing, which is to experience Eden, and giving sleep a thing, which is profit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which then causes because obviously you can't maintain a relationship you can't live on a dream.
No.
So we then get to this place will become your tomb.
Exactly.
And the events of this place will become your tomb.
Exactly. It doesn't last.
Yeah.
And it causes this fallout, which then the reflective nature of this place will become your tomb. And the last song being that missing limbs thing is why I was trying to say it's so important, those lines, because the end of Missing Limbs is he's like, I'm just going to end up living my life like I have no way to reach you.
Yeah.
Like I have no way to interact with you. And to me, that feels like a really strong end. It's just that this song sort of exists outside of all of it.
Yes.
And just is this...
It always felt like this
epilogue to all of it. But it is the epilogue to all of it. It's
This was like in the future.
Yeah.
Not like super far in the future, but a year or two, 3, 5 years. What I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. It feels like this is post Missing Limbs,
yes.
but everything. You know what I mean? Like it's so far separated from the rest of it. It also has a lot of different tone to it, which is something we spoke about with that Are You Really Okay?
Yeah.
These songs that don't sort of share a similar tone, that are written a little bit differently. This is written very pop.
Yes.
A very indie rock sort of style, comparatively to specifically a lot of this album.
Yes.
Which doesn't have a lot of this.
Yes, this is a heavier album.
Yeah. And because I think it's the heaviest thing, which is also quite symbolic.
Yes.
That this is the heaviest thing, which is this relationship that failed, which has caused all of these terrible things to happen.
Yeah.
So anyway, that is, in a nutshell, I feel like most people are going to understand if you've been listening along, and hopefully you understand. If not, ask some questions. I will do my best to explain it in text as we go forward, because these videos will be up forever. So... I hope that made sense, and I find this story to be extremely fascinating, and I think we may do a special episode when the comic book arrives.
Oh, yes.
Just a little recap after we've read it, just to see what might technically be official law.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out.
It's like, and then Jesse.
Yeah, what the... That'd be great. So anyway, that's me done. Dave signing off. Suzanne.
I mean, mine doesn't really differ all that much. And I guess at the end of the day, our theories really didn't differ all that much. It was just whether or not he was utilizing an ancient deity to access these dream versions of Eden. I also agree that this is in the future, and it's the give me 5 whole minutes. Like, he's now not being like, I need to be your everything. He's like, I just want some closure. I just need 5 minutes, and then I will go back to my life and you can go back to yours.
Yeah.
Just call me when you have the time.
Yeah.
It's not this deep desperation. Even like what we saw in the last song, it doesn't feel like that. He would still give her the world if he could. He would lasso her the moon. But I think he understands that he can't. Yeah. And that and that she doesn't want him to. And yeah, it kind of feels like this is now Vessel, and he's had like a bit of therapy, and he's just kind of learning to deal with his shit. In terms of the overall story, I kind of agree. It feels like to me that it goes Eden, Tomb, and then Sundowning kind of sits
as the dream.
Yeah, as the dream.
Yeah, of all.
It exists as this dream that he accesses. Yeah, rather than trying to cope with the loss of this deep, deep love, this deep relationship that to me always kind of felt like happened very quickly.
Yeah, I don't think this is a long period of time.
No.
It's a bit, the relationship that's described in Eden is sort of quite burns bright, but quickly.
Yes, that's exactly. And like you said, a lot of references to drug use, a lot of references to risky behavior, the car crashes and whatnot. I think there is, a level of toxicity from both of them, obsession from him, and
we don't quite get the full story of the other side, but I think that's
it's
quite
hard
telling
because-
of a relationship. We're only hearing this from Vessel's side.
that's it. And he is not the most reliable narrator.
That being said, I do remember some moments when I feel like they were from Eden's side, but they're very short glimpses of the full story. So
I think you're right. It's the same as when like your friend breaks up with their boyfriend and you only ever hear her side of the story, or maybe you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what we're seeing here. Do I believe that there is a deity that is feasting on his sadness? Maybe it is that the love that he has is so pure, and that is what sleep has been looking for. I don't know. I don't believe in the sleep theory, even though that's what originally brought me into Sleep Token.
I can give sort of an overall look this because I think that to me it sits outside of this story per se.
The sleep story,
even though it's
Capital S.
even though it's part of the reason why the story exists. But I think that the particularly the offering, right? The offering, or the thought is that that all of this is supposed to bring you to worship sleep,
Yes.
right? That was what was said in the interview.
Yeah.
And to worship sleep is to go to sleep, both go to lowercase sleep and go to uppercase sleep.
Yeah.
Right? A capital S sleep. And so I think that this is an example of how sleep can help.
I get you.
Does that make sense?
I get you, even though it is not helpful.
Nobody said that.
Yeah.
What we're saying is this is all an offering to get you to worship sleep. And that is what sleep is offering. Like, that's how I see it. And Vessels, and that song, the song, The Offering, is the
song.
the reason, or the explanation of what it is that they're doing, which is, this is an offering to you, right? You can take what you want from me, but you give me this thing that I want.
This thing that I have no other way to access.
Correct. And this whole story, this trilogy, is this sort of example of what Vessel is getting from sleep, which is this dream life that he wanted, this dream relationship that he could have, but he only has if he goes to sleep and sleep.
I get you.
Sleep squared.
Sleep squared?
That's the motto of this story.
I like that we Laura Palmer every time we talk about sleep. Uppercase sleep.
Yeah, that's it.
So I call it uppercase because my daughter is doing Duolingo and they called it uppercase.
Not capital.
Not capital. And so I was like, no, it's capital. And now I say uppercase. Anyway, I digress.
Let's get to the ranking.
No.
Yeah.
Where am I going? No.
Rankings.
Stuck. The last ever rankings.
Right.
I've already got the move tool.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, I just need to have a quick glance over all this because I want to make sure I do need to move high water.
And where is it?
Number 18.
Oh, yeah.
I need to switch high water and the apparition.
Where's the apparition?
16.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just working my way back up because I think the bottom half I'm good. I don't think there's anything below that really needs to change for me. The Night Does Not Belong in Dark Signs. Gods, Atlantic, Say That You Will. Still such a sleeper hit for me. I can't even believe it. Vor, Rain, The Summoning, Chokehold, Alkaline Higher, The Offering, Essentialism, Taking Back to Eden. Yeah, it goes to 8.
Goes to 8.
It goes to 8. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite
There we go.
prologues, right? One of my favorite prologue songs. So it deserves a top 10
Epilogue.
place. Damn it, epilogue. It's one of my favorite epilogue songs, so it deserves a top 10 spot. And it deserves to be higher than the rest, which it is. But it's also just so juicy of lore. It's such an important part of how this cycles for me.
Well, the first time that your brain's like, I've heard that lyric before.
Yeah.
And then you just spend the whole song being like...
I mean, that chokehold to Euclid connection is very good, but then also that Euclid to The Night Does Not Belong to God thing, so great. And it, in and of itself, I remember when it clicked for me, that thought of like he's accepting the dream version of her, and that's why it cycles.
The night belongs to you.
Oh, God, it was so good.
God.
What a moment. I loved it. So, yeah, number 8, I think I'm happy with the way this sits. I like it. I hope you enjoy it. I'm sure that almost nobody else ranks it the same as me, but that's probably pretty common, I would say. Don't feel like your ranking has to be like anybody else's. Be like me. I don't care. But anyway, I've enjoyed ranking these songs. I enjoy Sleep Token. When this new album comes out, whenever it comes, I might be finished. That might just be the end of me. I'm going to take some time off work. I'll sit at home and just jam.
Which is...
Yeah, that's it. Not doing anything.
My daughter's like, not work again today? And we're like, no.
No.
Do you want headphones? She's like, no.
I hate it. Okay, well, yeah, that's it, Suzanne. Is it number 9? Is it number 9? Say your thoughts out loud.
I was singing Fall for Me.
Classic.
With my love as your garden. it is still my favorite lyric of all of Sleep Token, I think. I mean, other than the Puppet Queen, but
what about
that just gives me
what about
different
you say it
feelings.
didn't even matter?
That's for a different. That's different. That is
okay.
That is heartbreaking.
Right.
My God.
Even though it's number 33.
Well,
33.
just not a fan of Bloodsport. I'm
Bloodsport,
sorry,
my
and I know
God.
you're gonna come for me. I know you're gonna come for us for Give.
You
I
can
get
come
it.
at us at this point. We've fought all of you off. I'll fight you forever. This is my ranking. Anyway.
Do I like it more than Hypnosis?
Is that you shimmying to Hypnosis?
Yeah.
Seems too fast.
No.
Okay. She double times it. While she does her usual thinking session, thank you so much for coming on this journey. And please like, comment, subscribe, share. What are you doing?
Listening to Hypnosis.
That seems unreasonable. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell some friends about it. If you feel like there's a Sleep Token fan that hasn't heard about it, maybe they'd be interested in it too. So let them watch. Join in. Please share your rankings and tell us what you liked about these videos. That'd
my
be
God.
really helpful and great. You've just cast us into our daughter's room.
Yep.
You monster.
I'm a straight up maniac. I don't even know how to fix
Can
this.
you just finish your ranking?
No, I can't. I need to listen to
I'll
it.
play it here.
Thank you.
This is crazy for us to be doing this now. Are you
Oh my
doing...
God, it's actually playing in her room.
Yes, could you not? Here you go. Thank you. I know this is ridiculous. This is the end of a very long series, and my wife can't decide. Okay, we have to stop though.
Yeah, sorry. Then I just started getting into it.
Yeah, exactly. We're not here for you to dance. Make your rank. You know the song.
Do I like Euclid more than Hypnosis?
Okay, you can't just sing the song. You just make the ranking. So anyway, thank you so much for joining along with us, and we've really enjoyed it. And we're on to new projects. I know that some of you are here for music, particularly Sleep Token, but we thought that we might. We don't normally do music, so maybe you'll like what we have coming up next. We've got a few projects of our own that we'll be doing. How you going there? Please make your ranking.
I think I might have to put it at number 9.
Okay.
I can't bump anything down.
No.
I can't swap anything.
It's fine.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think I got down as hard to Euclid as I did to other songs.
You used to.
I did used to.
But things change.
Things do change. Look at where Take Aim dropped to.
Is there anything you want to say to our audience, our fans?
I think it's a lot of fun that so many people have engaged. It's quite humbling. It's really exciting. And I know I use exciting a lot, but it is really exciting because we discuss Sleep Token a lot, which means that I typically know what he's going to say and he typically knows what I'm going to say. So when we get a comment from someone, especially when we get a comment across a string of videos, and we can see their lore progressing as they watch us discussing our lore, it feels really good.
Yeah.
So
it makes me feel really cool when I know that somebody's like entertained by us.
yes.
Which is awesome. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I hope that more people come across this series and enjoy it, and you know, dig some of the stuff that we do. That'd be great.
Yeah. My
Messages.
phone is
Going buck wild.
only on silent. Yeah. So please share if you have someone that is passively listening to Sleep Token. Try to engage them about the lore, and then sneakily drop this in their DMs.
Give them the ranking sheet and
Yes.
tell them to put number 33 in there, because what a blunder that was. After almost a full year of doing this. Like, I don't even know how long ago we posted the first one.
It was too late by the time we realised.
It was so deep. I only wanted to rank something at 33 and I realised that it wasn't there. So, you know, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's it.
I think so. It feels weird. The end of an era.
It does feel like the end of an era. But my love for Sleep Token shall not die.
No. And like you said, it'd be nice for when the comic book
Yes.
arrives for us to kind of
I think
go
we'll
through it.
do a little recap of. We'll both read it, and then
Yes.
maybe you'll read it to me, and I'll look at the pictures.
Yes. I mean, like, and then Vessel said,
Ah. Yeah, we'll read it and maybe do a quick recap episode. And I would assume, I think that if and when there's another album, I'm assuming there will be. It seems it's weird to sign a band that's not going to make any more albums.
and then Vessel said, no, it's 3. That's it.
When the new album comes out, we'll try to do some blind listening recordings. We'll not listen until we record it. I think that's the plan. So, then we can be like some of those other guys that go,
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Just as I'm listening to it, being like, and you're like, sir, I know you have listened to this song 70 times. Can you please just put your hands down?
it's just fake reactions. But anyway, we'll try to do an honest reaction, and maybe, and I'll make sure that face is the thumbnail every time. I'll do one of the, you know, those, I see those people who reuse the same face. It's like Caleb Hammer does it all the time.
Yes,
I'll just use that same face that you do. It'll just be that for every song. It's not going to move. It'll just be the same thing over and over again. It'll be great.
I like the thought that there'll be text over my face. It doesn't matter. So as you're scrolling through, maybe I could move to the side.
No, I'll do nothing, and one of them will just be upside down for no reason. It'll just be really frustrating. Cool, we're rambling.
Yes, we are.
We're almost at 30 minutes again. Thank you again for listening. We appreciate you, and keep being mad on roads.
I wonder if anyone's gone back that far.
That's to the first thing. That's not what I said.
No, but like that was the concept.
Oh, yeah, you mean the first videos. Yeah, go back
Yeah.
and watch our original videos where we spoke about things to videos of us driving.
Yeah.
Some stuff there. There's things there.
Yeah.
Weird things.
If you like just listening to us ramble.
Well, hopefully you do, because we have other projects that are coming that if you
Yes.
just enjoy us, which I mean, I hope you do,
I like him.
and I like her. Some might say I love her. There'll be new videos coming, different things, exciting things. I'm excited. Maybe she's not as excited, but I think she'll get there when she sees it. But anyway, bye-bye.
And for the last sleep token time, bye-bye.
#Vez.
Mama, those eyes like fire. I'm a winged insect. You're a funeral pyre. Come now, bite through these wires. I'm a working hell, and the gods grow tired. Reset my patient violence along both lines of a pathway higher. Grow back your sharpest teeth. You know my desire. I will travel far beyond the path of reason. Take me back to Eden. Take me back to Eden. Well, yeah, I spit blood when I wake up. Sink porcelain stain, choking up brain matter and makeup. Just 2 days since the mainframe went down and I'm still messed up. Room feels like a meat freezer, I dangling like cold cuts. Missed calls, answer phones from people I just don't trust. Mirror talk, fake love, but I'll take a pound of your flesh before you take a piece of my pay stub. White roses, black doves, godmother, rise up.